Hill, the advertised chair. Are any male Romneys? Is that possible? No. I am not Romney Greenhart. I'm standing in for her. My name's Gideon Rabinovitz. I'm a research officer here in ODI's Centre for Aid and Public Expenditure. But you shouldn't worry about the quality of this event. I'll be leaving all the speaking up to the speakers themselves and to yourselves in the audience as well. Thank you for joining us to this event entitled Will Addis Deliver for Fragile States? So what we're looking to explore is will the sort of financing for development agenda that's being discussed and will be agreed in Addis Ababa in July later next month, in fact, under the auspices of the United Nations. Will it deliver an agenda that is going to provide the support that fragile states need to tackle their development challenges? And to put that into context, I just want to flag up a report that we've recently published called Financing the Future: How International Public Finance Should Fund a Global Social Compact to Eradicate Poverty. And in this report, amongst the wide-ranging analysis in here, we point towards the research that shows a number of sources which illustrate that by 2030, which is the sort of end goal, the end date for the Sustainable Development Goals, which are currently being negotiated under the UN, it is expected that at least 2/3 of extreme poverty globally will be in fragile states. So really this agenda of getting to zero, eradicating extreme poverty cannot be addressed unless we find ambitious goals and commitments that can leverage support for fragile states. So that's really what we want to discuss today. So we've got an excellent panel of speakers. We're going to start from sort of the more practical, sort of detailed, sort of country-specific perspectives, and then we're going to move big picture. So to help us with that first part of our discussion today, we have Nathalie Brajard, who is the head of sector in the Budget Support and PFM unit at EuropeAid. She has extensive experience in the European Commission, but is now doing some incredibly valuable work supporting the Commission's programme of budget support, including an extensive programme of support to fragile states, which is really useful for this discussion. We're really looking forward to hearing some practical insights on how the European Commission's engagement in fragile states is going, and some of the insights about what that says for engagement in fragile states more broadly. After that, Simon Gill, who is the director of the Budget Strengthening Initiative here at ODI, which is a programme of technical capacity and assistance to governments in Liberia, South Sudan and Democratic Republic of Congo. Simon has 30 years experience in the sector, including 18 years at DFID, where posts he held included Deputy Head of DFID Tanzania and Deputy Director for Finance and Performance. And finally, but certainly not least, is Helder da Costa on my right, who is the General Secretary of the G7 Plus group of fragile states. The G7 Plus serves 20 fragile and conflict-affected states across the world, and they've been prominent in raising the cause of fragile states in many different spaces across the international community. Over the last 5 years it's been around. Mr. da Costa has 27 years experience in development economics, agriculture, aid effectiveness. I could go on. So we have a great panel, and shall not delay our speakers anymore. Nathalie, if you could kick off, that would be great. Thank you.